Hi, welcome to my presentation for a transformative professional development, professional learning program. This is a multi-directional program involving coaching and mentoring, professional development, and professional learning. The title is Dissolving Hierarchies, Making Hierarchy Impossible Through Horizontal Partnership. Thank you. In classrooms across America, two professionals work side by side every day. One makes decisions, one implements them. One attends meetings, and one receives summaries. One is called teacher, and one is called aide. But what if we stop pretending there's a hierarchy? My research at Shoreline Regional High School exposed a painful paradox. These professionals share the same physical space, but operate in parallel universes. An ESP knows exactly why Marcus melts down every Tuesday at 2 p.m. She's cracked the code through months of observation, but she's excluded from the meeting where his behavior plan is created. Meanwhile, the teacher designing curriculum never hears that Sarah learns best through movement, knowledge the ESP discovered but has no forum to share. This isn't collaboration, it's coordinated isolation, and our most vulnerable students pay the price. Let me show you the scale of this problem. Shoreline serves 722 students. 290 of them, that's 40%, require specialized services through IEPs or ELL programs, that's individualized educational plans or English learning language programs. This isn't just our problem. Nationally, 1.5 million ESPs serve our most vulnerable students, yet receive less than 10 hours of annual professional development. Our most vulnerable students deserve better. Listen to this 10th grader. My teacher teaches and my aide helps, but sometimes my aide knows better what I need. This student sees what we refuse to acknowledge. Expertise doesn't follow hierarchy. Partnership model operates with strategic dual identity. Identity 1, we're an internal school professional development program, safe, familiar, using existing structures and meeting times. Identity 2, we're an expanded learning community connected to regional ESP networks, publishing findings, creating accountability outside local hierarchies. Why does this matter? External validation bypasses internal politics. Outside eyes don't see teacher and aide, they see two educators. You can't demote a published co-author. You can't ignore expertise that's recognized regionally. You can't maintain hierarchy that external partners don't see. Watch what happens when we dissolve traditional structures. The old model, administrators at the top, teachers in the middle, and ESPs at the bottom, everyone knows their place. But we're not helping ESPs rise up or teachers include better. We're dissolving the vertical structure entirely. In a circle, there's no top or bottom, just educators, each bringing essential expertise. This isn't reform, it's revolution. Here's how it actually works. This isn't an add-on, it replaces existing structures. Every month follows the same rhythm. Week 1, Team Learning Labs, 90 minutes, where expertise is exchanged. Week 2, Peer Observations, 60 minutes watching teams practice equality. Week 3, Student Consultations, 45 minutes with our real experts. Week 4, Public Practice Sharing, 30 minutes making transformation visible. 6 connecting teams, 12 participants, no fixed leaders. Facilitation rotates. This replaces, not adds to, existing meeting time. How do we know it's working? Language reveals everything. Listen to how people talk. Before, teacher and aide, helper, assistant, support staff. But watch what happens after 3 months. My teachers, not teacher and aide, my teachers. Teaching team, we decided, our educators, partners. When students naturally say, "My teachers, we've succeeded," language shifts reveal cultural change. Remember our dual identity? Here's the external network that protects transformation. Your school sits at the center, connected to university partners documenting change, sister schools attempting similar transformation, ESP networks advocating for professional recognition, conference presentations where teams present as equals, regional coaches who don't know your history. External eyes don't see hierarchy, they see educators. When ESP expertise is recognized regionally, local hierarchy becomes unsustainable. Let me show you the moment everything changes. January's Learning Lab. An ESP stands at the whiteboard. She teaches de-escalation techniques to the teacher. The teacher sits, takes notes, learns from the ESP. In this moment, hierarchy becomes impossible. When an ESP teaches and a teacher learns, you cannot maintain vertical structures. Both are expert, both are learners, both are educators. How do we know transformation is real? We've built an evidence architecture that captures change as it happens. ESP participants complete critical incident questionnaires after each session, not rating satisfaction, but documenting identity shifts from aide to educator. Administrators receive monthly quick wins templates, concrete proof of student language breakthroughs that bypass skepticism about horizontal partnerships. Regional ESP networks use reciprocal observation protocols quarterly, external eyes validating what internal politics might dismiss. AI pattern analysis reveals what individual responses hide, the collective journey from hierarchy to partnership. We're not waiting to document failure. We're capturing transformation in real time. When data shows ESP's teaching and teachers' learning, maintaining vertical structures becomes indefensible. Here's what makes this revolutionary. Our evaluation isn't separate from transformation. It is the transformation. Traditional PD evaluates after. We evaluate during. Every feedback moment dissolves hierarchy further. When an ESP documents teaching a de-escalation technique in their pedagogical shift log, they're claiming expertise. When a teacher writes in peer observation notes about learning from an ESP, they're acknowledging partnership. When administrators see monthly quick wins from teaching teams, not individuals, they're witnessing dissolved boundaries. This isn't measuring change, it's creating change. Every evaluation tool reinforces there are no aides here, only educators. The feedback loop becomes the revolution loop. But does dissolving hierarchy actually help students? We measure what matters. Before our intervention, 40% of IEP goals met, 28% of ELL students reaching benchmarks, 15 behavioral incidents weekly, ESP turnover at 35% annually. After 6 months of horizontal partnerships, IEP goal achievement jumps to 67% because the ESP who understands sensory needs is finally heard in planning meetings. ELL benchmark success reaches 45% because language specialists and content teachers truly collaborate, not coordinate. Behavioral incidents drop to 6 weekly because de-escalation expertise flows in both directions. ESP turnover falls to 12% because professionals stay when they're treated as professionals. This isn't correlation. Our control groups, teams maintaining traditional structures, show no change. When we measure student outcomes, not adult comfort, the data is undeniable. Partnership works. This drawing was made by one of the students in our high school special ed program. Look closely. 2 figures are holding hands. They're the same size. There's no hierarchy. There's no helper and helped. She didn't draw a teacher and aide. The student drew her teachers and herself and her friends. This is what success looks like through a child's eyes. This is why we're doing this work. It starts with two names on a door. It continues with we replacing I. It succeeds when students see partners, not hierarchy. The revolution isn't in creating new structures, it's in dissolving the old ones. This isn't reform, it's revolution. Who's ready to make hierarchy impossible? Join us. Transform your school. Change the profession. Thank you.